have our Zerg player, a finalist, but yet to be a champion. He is
Master Azubu Symbol.
in the upper left starting location. We have the only Protoss here. Will he be the first to advance? He is.
New challenger STXO Trap.
Well, we'll have to see if that's going to be Gateway Expand or just a fast expand with Forge in the main. It could be either.
Yeah,
of course, you see that.
could be either.
You see that right now, and you think, oh, definitely a Gateway Expand. But you can go Forge in the main, and if he does do that, it's going to lend itself to a little bit more trickiness with his follow-up build.
Yep. All right.
But I think it is going to be the... Yeah, of course. There it is.
So this is one of these variations. This version of the fast expand is a little bit harder to pull off. You guys are wondering, I'd recommend doing Forge first.
Yeah.
Until you get that down perfectly. Because Forge expand is really a balancing act of positioning and how many cannons do you make without over-making cannons.
Yeah, and most scenarios it's going to be one cannon, so it's not... It doesn't take a ton of study, you know, to figure it out. But we do have actually a hatchery first here from Symbol. Now, he's very lucky that he's not playing against SOS because there would be pylons going up behind his gas right now, and then he probably wouldn't cancel the hatchery, he would lose the game because that's generally how that goes.
So far, history has repeated itself here on that map.
Yeah.
All right, so we have the spawning pool coming down here. All right, we got a little bit of downtime, Artosis. I want to ask you a question.
Yes, please.
All right, you played the Mario games as a kid, right?
Of course.
All right, so you played Mario 1, and you played Mario 2, Super Mario 2, and you played Mario 3.
Yeah.
Now, in Mario 2, I was on that show I do Try Hard on Twitch.
Yeah.
I was messing around on Mario 2. I still haven't gotten around to beating that yet, but...
Now, we're talking about...
the one where you can stand on their heads and pick them up.
Yeah, okay.
Which one is better? Which do you prefer? The ones,
Mario 2 and Mario 3?
which play style where Mario could stand on people's heads and throw them, or you could pull the stuff out of the ground and throw it at them, or when you just jumped on their heads?
Well, overall, I guess jumping on the heads I prefer, but it was very fresh. Mario 2 was very fresh.
Very fresh. I agree. I absolutely agree. We see we got somebody tweeting at us. Well, he ain't Protossin, ain't Zergan. No, he's tearing up the night. Hey, that was kind of clever.
Is that to a song? That must be a song that he rewrote the lyrics
Must be.
to. Maybe it's just a song he made up. I'm like, But yeah, guys, go ahead, tweet at GomTV.
Yeah, guys, add GomTV on Twitter.
We'll throw some of those tweets up on the screen for you.
That's right. It's a great way for you guys to interact with the show.
That's right. Sometimes you can say some funny stuff.
That's true. We have lots of funny viewers. Smart people play StarCraft.
Yeah. Well,
Smart people are funny, usually.
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Not always.
Not always.
So we do have the Nexus going down, of course. Looks like a Stargate going to be the follow-up here for Trap. But it's really hard to say what he's going to go into. It could be Sky Toss. I have seen Trap in the past go for like Phoenixes into a Colossus or Immortal push. It does happen sometimes. That's much more rare and kind of is rotated out of the metagame. So my guess is he'll probably go for Sky Toss. It's not a bad call for the map. It's not the worst strat you can do here.
Trap, a really fun player to cast, guys. He's got a really cool play style.
Yeah.
All right, Ling speed about halfway done. And he's just using the mothership with the sentry here to block this all off.
Yeah, this is kind of the dance you do. You try to kill the Lings, and the Lings try not to die. And one of you comes out just slightly ahead, I guess.
Yep. Phoenix now on the way. He may... Oh, excuse me. I thought that hidden pylon was actually much closer to the bottom left.
Still not a bad spot for it, though. That's going to be one that's harder to find.
Yeah.
And...
Uh-oh. That's the bad screen.
That's the
bad screen.
That's what that is.
And that's Trap's computer. So...
Well, I mean, I hope that we don't have to restart that one.
Yeah, me too.
But his gateway count right now, if I'm not mistaken, is only at 2. And his warp gate's about to finish. So if it's at 3, that's a lot better for him. But
you know, one thing, just so you guys know, we can recover from the replay, so it's not the end
you
of
don't
the
have to
world.
worry about that.
Yeah.
And I think we're actually going to have to here because Trap is counting down.
Yes. Yeah, he's at, 15 seconds before he is dropped?
Yeah. Well, we could play-by-play that countdown. Like 10.
It's going down.
8. Oh, no. 6. Well.
So there's a few things that can happen here. They might just make him restart his computer. They might have to swap out that computer with another computer.
Yeah, there is the possibility that they'll have to swap it out. Who knows what actually went around there. But he did drop, so we're definitely going to have to remake.
All
now,
right.
This is kind of neat what's going on in the game right now because he has a proxy pylon. His warp gate research is finishing. I'm very certain he has 2 gates, not 3, because the Cybernetic core he placed right below the gateway, right? So
Yeah.
Yeah. So he should have 2 gateways. And the thing is, warping in 2 zealots, 2 zealots aren't terrible, but 2 zealots are not 3 zealots or 4 zealots.
Yeah, that's very true,
and it's a
actually.
big difference between 2 and 3. And,
It is.
and 2 and 4. But he's going to have the Phoenixes out to harass a little bit. The thing is, Symbol actually is just about to finish his Overlord speed upgrade.
Yeah.
So he's going to be able to scout everything that's going on. He might not... The thing is, even though he's going to go in there and scout, he's not going to know that there's a proxy pylon, because when you see 2 gates, you don't think, well, he's definitely zealot rushing.
That proxy pylon was pretty far up on the left, by the way.
It was. But, if you put it further down, it might get scouted, because that's
true,
area.
too.
That's kind of
So
meta.
at least get it up and be able to get out there and do some damage is much more important than, not.
Yeah,
not doing anything at all. So do we have him in the recover from replay?
We're getting into the recover
Okay.
from replay at the moment.
So I'm under the impression they're probably not going to swap out the PCs.
No,
But
it
if we
doesn't
find
look
anything
like
out,
it.
We'll let you know, guys.
Yeah. And that apparently is the player PC.
Yep. Frustrating moment here for these 2 players. You kind of lose some momentum here when it crashes like that. You know.
I really like what I'm seeing here, that they pull up the player PC, because there's been a few crashes this week. And so they're like, see, these are good. We don't know. It's like, okay.
So, it looks like he's getting his headset back on. So, you're the one with the preview PC. Is he in there now, Artosis?
Yeah, they're in the game right now, but we haven't started it yet. It takes a little bit to load in. You got to make sure everyone's in there and all that.
This is a great feature by Blizzard, by the way.
We didn't have this in StarCraft 1.
StarCraft 1 Pro, when the computer would just crash at WCG after I beat my opponent so many times, and I'm just losing my mind. I'm like, I have to play again? I'm like, I don't have that many strats I prepared for this tournament.
Yeah, I can only play Estrella so many times.
Yes. So, the game is now loading. We do apologize for that hiccup. And once it's all up and ready to go, we'll be back into casting this game for you guys.
Yeah. All right, so replay recovering, Tasteless.
It's recovering.
Time to see what he means by that proxy pylon.
Yeah.
What do you mean by that, Trap?
What's going on, Trap?
Maybe he's setting a trap.
It's a trap. It's the greatest scene in Star Wars.
Is that the greatest scene?
One of them.
Are you sure it's not a scene from one of the new Star Wars with all the fancy
I think the
graphics?
best part of Star Wars is all of Jar Jar Binks' really funny jokes.
I liked it. I liked it when Qui-Gon had to jump on him and make sure he didn't get run over. I think
Wasn't
that
there like a scene I couldn't handle.
or when the big fish almost got them, and then the bigger fish almost got them.
Oh my god, I was about to bring that up. That scene made me want to kill myself, man. That scene was
One
so
of the worst
bad. I'm
things
like,
I've ever
I can't believe some brave nerd making the film didn't stand up and be like, we can't do this, guys.
And then Steven Spielberg hits a button and
George
they
Lucas
vaporize
looks at him and he force chokes him.
for George Lucas, yeah. I don't know why I said Steven Spielberg.
Yeah, he did the Indiana Jones.
Well, he's there giving high fives because the little boy from AI and Jar Jar Binks would make great friends. All right, we're in the game. It hasn't started yet, so don't worry, you're not missing anything.
Yep. It's almost all recovered.
Yeah.
We're here in Season 2 of the Star League. And we're going to see which of these 2 guys are going to go into the winner's set in this group, Group D.
All right. Looks like they're saying, okay, they are going to start. They will start. And so there we go. We have the countdown going from OnGameNet.
All right. Guys, tell your friends to tune in and join us here at GoldenTV.net with Tastosis, bringing you the best StarCraft 2 action you could ever imagine. And the game has started now.
Yay!
All right. I don't know why I started trying to intro the player names. We're in the middle of a game. I am a simple robot.
You are a simple robot. That is actually,
robot,
I can
man.
vouch for you being a simple robot.
So, the Phoenixes are just flying around the map. trying to take out any Overlords. Looks like Symbol's already prepared and hidden those Overlords inside of his base. There's one parked in the upper left, which will probably scout in the main. But it looks like it's about to be... No. Okay, he got it.
All right. So he actually did warp in 2 Zealots at that pylon, by the way. So maybe he'll just warp in 4.
Hey guys, here's a tip for you. If you ever make a proxy pylon, don't chase an Overlord into the proxy pylon so they see it.
That's probably
not the best move to do.
Now I guess the problem might be the Phoenixes shoot while moving, so it's like hard to. As soon as you shoot, it starts moving that direction. So unless he turns around manually, there's no way.
Good point. That's a good point. You can't make them stop.
Well, 4 Zealots are going towards that 3rd. See, this is a very meta type of thing. Like, you don't expect 4 Zealots right now with the number of Phoenixes that are out. This is just a little bit weird.
The goal here is to get rid of the hatchery.
Yeah.
If he gets rid of the hatchery, it's mission accomplished.
Well, he's getting rid of it for sure. This hatchery's going to die. And he's actually going double forge behind this. This is very interesting. In fact, he's playing against double evolution chambers. So I am liking where Trap's at. I really am. And it's not just for killing that
Look at that
hatchery.
great pull away, too. He's like, I'm not fighting the broodlings. There's no need. They'll burn out.
Yeah. That's Zealots only pacifists when it benefits on Tasteless. Well, we do have the Phoenixes doing actually quite a bit of harassment damage, taking out quite a few drones. Really well done. They've killed 7 so far. And with the double forge, he's actually going to catch up in upgrades, which is absolutely not what Symbol's looking for. He's looking to be ahead in upgrades and just start slaughtering off armies.
Artosis, do you think that Phoenixes prefer to be referred to as Phoenicians?
Phoenicians? They may.
They may.
You're funny.
We got the pylon about to be taken out right now.
Yeah. You know, this is kind of cool because it's not what we saw from Stardust this weekend in DreamHack, but the double forge with quick Twilight, man, like there's something to getting a lot of upgrades early.
Yeah, it absolutely is true.
Upgrades
can be a game changer, actually a game winner even.
Yeah.
You know?
I would say they're always a game changer. Like, so much of the game is based off how many upgrades do I have against my opponent, which upgrades are they, and that type of thing.
You get an upgrade that makes it one less hit of anything to kill that unit, that's a good upgrade right there.
Yeah, yeah. Well, we're going to have Charge coming up. The 3rd base is coming up as well. The Phoenix is still being worth so much. They've killed 11 drones at this point.
Well, I like that he's been going for the drones more than the queens.
Yeah.
As we see occasionally when they go for the queens and then there's a bunch of transfuses come down and no real damage is done.
Yeah. You know, based on resources lost this game, Trap has forced the loss of 6 times more than what he's lost, basically.
Wow.
So that plus the hatch kill is like just outstanding.
Yeah.
He's in such a nice spot. Look at the supply. He's about 20 supply up right now.
Yeah.
His upgrades are doing fantastic. He's starting 2-2. He's getting charged. He's going into Templar tech. He's playing against someone with just Zerglings out. Like, a bunch of 2-2 charge lots with Archons are going to do okay.
I think
against
actually
Zerglings.
in the next few minutes here we may see Trap roll out and actually completely obliterate Symbol.
Definitely.
It's going to be rough because I think Symbol could win in a best of 3, but this is not a best of 3. It's a best of 1.
It's a very good point there, Tasteless, but Trap cannot be underestimated either. Now, ooh, I like this from Symbol. Right now, Symbol's actually grabbing the Baneling Nest and going up for Hive, and he's getting Pathogen Glands.
But it looks like right now, Trap is already moving out. Also, note, Zerg was unable to deny that proxy pylon.
That is a lot of Zealots, Tasteless. And, you know, he does have that Archon as well, which just adds so much damage.
5 Swarm Hosts on the way, but will they be too late? It looks like Trap actually is so confident he's going to go for a kill move here.
Look at that.
And attack into the 2nd base, which will allow him access to the main.
And he is rolling through absolutely everything. In fact, he traps the Queens, picks some up, and that's it.
That's it.